Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. So here I am with the new Butterfly Trails stamp and die set. So in this one we have two sizes. We have a 5x7 gatefold, we have a 6x6 gatefold. There are some beautiful stamps and dies that will cut out these lovely designs for you. There are sentiments that will fit on your cards, and these are quite large sentiments. And then there's a stamp set. So I thought for today we would start off using the gatefold cards, and then from then on I'll add more videos that will show you different ways to use these dies. Now, although these are different sizes, you will get the same items in each pack. So you'll get the main one that will create the back panel for your gatefold cards. You'll get the panels that will create the side portions, and you'll get the large butterfly die that will cut out the main butterfly for you, as well as the body part that is an extra piece to go on the top. So let's start with cutting out the main portions. So I'll start with the 5x7, and from this I'm going to take the largest of the pieces that will create the back for you. And then we'll move that out the way, and then from these side portions I'm going to cut out the one that will cut the panels, the side panels. So once I've got this far, I can decide what other things I want to add into my panels. So for these I'm going to add these little side portions in, and these will just cut into the card. They won't cut the card out. So we'll move that out of the way, and they marry each other up, they mirror each other, should I say, not marry. So I'm going to add those in there and die cut both of those into the card. So once you have the fancy pattern put into your card, you can fold back the score lines, and you're going to fold the butterfly over the panel, and you're going to do that on both of them. And then once you've done that, you're going to add some glue to the inside of this flap, and you're going to glue it in place along there. And that's the start of your gatefold. Now if you wanted to do it in the wings instead, you could do the wings first, and that would be using the other portion, the patterned portion, and adding it to the plain card and then die cutting it. And this is the smaller 6x6 one. So there we have the 5x7 with the pattern, the detail in the panels, and this is the 6x6 with the detail in the wings. But each one folds up now into a beautiful gatefold that you can now decorate. Now, using the same die, I have taken some paper from the Daisy May Designs paper pad, and I'm going to cut this twice. So I'm going to cut two pieces. I've got two pieces together. I'm going to cut these two panels for my card. So I've got my panels cut. Now can I just say that you don't need to cut two if you don't want to, but I want one for the inside and I want one for the back, just to hide these workings. So they're going to sit on my card along there. So there's my two gatefolds with the insides and the backs covered. And that just hides all the workings, and now we can decorate the front. For the inside to each of the cards I'm going to create a frame. So I've taken the 3 dice from this one that will just create that frame, and the 3 dice from the 5x7, and I'm going to cut those out. Now once you've die cut those, keep the middle portions that come out of both. You can use those on another card. And there you have your frames now ready to add to your beautiful gatefold cards. So just take all the little pieces out of the middle And we can now add those with some glue, just some flat glue, to the cards. So that's going in there, and this one is going to sit in there. Now with the pieces that you have left, take the next to the last one. So the smallest one is number 1, so you're taking number 2 die and number 2 die from this set, and you're going to cut both of those out. And then from the sentiments set, we're going to take, just for you, just the words themselves, not the panel itself, and that's going to sit in there. And then we'll have a butterfly or birthday wishes that will sit inside this one. So that will sit on this will sit on this. Now, having used those panels, if you were clever and you placed them correctly, you will now have 2 frames that you can use on another project. But to decorate these even more, I'm taking the smallest dies from both sets, and I'm going to cut these out of the patterned paper that we added in there. And then I'm going to cut the words in white. Now, to make each of these sentiments stand out a little bit more, I've cut them 3 times from white card, and I'm going to stack them together. So I've glued my Just For You inside the 5x7, and for this one I'm just going to go over the edge with a little ink brush, and I'm only using the ink that's already on my brush. I'm just going to go around the edges, and that's going to sit in there. So to decorate these butterflies, I've taken the same piece of paper, and I'm going to use not the full die but the inner die, which is this one. This will give you the 2 full wings, and I'm going to add these to my paper and cut those out. Now for this one, I'm going to use some pink panels, the same as the back piece, and I'm going to cut a piece that is just going to fit on that panel, and I'm going to glue those in place. So I've glued those pieces in place, and this now will glue onto the front of this butterfly just on the wings. So we'll add this in place along there, leaving just a nice small border around the edge. And this will go at the bottom, along there. And again, just leave a nice small border, and we'll add these on the other side. Now the thing that we need to cut for this now is the body line, and I'm going to cut that in white. And to make this a nice thick body line, I have cut this 4 times. And I'm going to glue these all together. I'm going to stack them all together so that it's nice and thick. So I've done the same with the other body line. Now obviously you can't glue that straight on there, because if you do, you'll glue the card shut. So what you need to do is just glue it to half. So you're going to add some glue down 1/2 of the body line, and maybe the top of the antenna, and we'll just come down here and we'll add that in place just along there. So now when you open the card, the body line is in place, but the card will open, and you're going to do the same with this one. So to decorate these up a little bit more, I've added some of the diamante and pearly bling to the body lines, and that's just going to sit along here, and that doesn't interfere with you opening the card. And then on this one I've added With Love with the stamp set, and I'm just going to pop in some pearls randomly along the wings. So there are your Gatefold cards. One is a 5x7 and the other is the 6x6. And the items that I've used are the Butterfly Trails die sets. I've also used the Butterfly Trails Verses stamp set, and I've used the sentiments to add to the inside of the cards. Now this is a stamp and die set. We'll use this in another video. But that's just one way now to create your Gatefold cards, and over the next few videos I'm going to show you several different more ways that you can use these dies. So thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one. And why not consider subscribing to my channel? Click the notification bell, you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Bye for now.